Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is Jared from 3C's Recreation, and today we're going to go over how to change a spark plug on a Beta 4-stroke motorcycle. And if you watch all the way to the end, we're going to show you how to do it on a Beta 2-stroke as well. They're easy, but if you don't know how to do it, we're going to show you. We're also trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if you hit that little subscribe button, that'll help us out big time. So first, let's go over the tools that we need to use to do the job. The first thing we have is our 8mm. We always need one of those no matter what we're doing. This little 13 is going to plug into the top of the special Beta tool. And this is maybe what some of you guys need. If you buy the bike brand new, you should have gotten this. If it didn't come with a bike, you can call us and we'll sell you one because we are a Beta dealer. So you'll need this tool. It really helps you out. It grabs the spark plug, and that's what the 13 is going to plug into. And if you don't use a 13, sometimes you can sneak this. It's a 9. You can sneak this in the end of it. And then the last thing you need is the actual spark plug itself. And this same spark plug ran on our 2012 championship bike up there. So that bike's retired, but it has the same spark plug that we're using in our 2021s. So all we need to do is pop our seat off, pop our gas tank off, pop the shroud bolts off. This bike does not have the fuel gauge in it, so I don't have to worry about that wire. All I gotta do is disconnect the fuel line and the fuel pump wire, and then we'll come back to it. How we doing, boys?
Good.
All right, so we got the seat and the gas tank off and the shrouds. So now all we gotta do, it opens it all up to this. This is what you're gonna see. And this is our spark plug wire going right in the top of the cylinder head here. It's super simple. Just pull up on both sides. And then I like to pull it out on this side of the bike. A little more room from the lower frame spar there. So now that this is out of our way, we're gonna take our Beta tool and we're just gonna fish this down in there. Sometimes you have to pinch the upper part in a little bit to get it to fit down in the valve cover cap. So now we're just gonna pull that out of the way. And then you just gotta kind of push it around a little bit and get it to go down on top of the spark plug. Sometimes you gotta play with it for a quick second. And okay, so it just went all the way down on top of the spark plug. We're seated. And this is where my 13mm comes in handy, because now I can still get to the top of it. You just got to break it loose, which this one did. And once you undo it a couple times, it should get pretty easy to almost unscrew it by hand, but you got to spend a few minutes just kind of getting through the initial hardness of it here. All right, so we've got it unscrewed for the most part. And then now all we do, the Beta tool is cool. We can turn it as it's coming out right there, as you can see. And we pass the frame with it. And then here's our old spark plug. Definitely time for a new one. And so all we gotta do now is reinsert the new one into our tool. The tool has like the rubber in the end of it, so it pops and holds the spark plug into it. And you can't see in there, but there's rubber in there. So we're gonna take the brand new spark plug, throw it in here. And it's from here, it's just the total opposite of what we just did. So now we're just gonna reinsert this in here. Twist it, we'll screw it in, and we'll put our cap back on, put our gas tank and seat back on. Okay, our spark plug's tight. All we gotta do is actually move the Beta tool. That comes out nice and easy. And then we just take our long spark plug cap, push that down in and make sure it seats right. You'll feel it and you'll hear it. That just went on nice, and you can kind of rotate it back and forth to make sure that the little booty seats nicely over the top of the valve cover. So spark plug's in. All we have to do now is put our gas tank and seat back on and we're done. So, and then what we'll do now is we'll come back to part 2 and I'll show you guys the 2-stroke. Okay, we've got our seat and our gas tank back on. So the 4-stroke's done. She does everything she's supposed to do. And we'll give you a little bonus here. This was Drew Fortner's hard enduro bike. This was a factory Beta bike that Drew Fortner ran. We did 4 hard enduros this spring. Check out our channel down below for other videos of us out in Texas and the UP in Michigan. So this bike is simple. All we really do, and I'll just try to show you the basics, is I would come in from this side, the shifter side of the bike. All you do is just pop the cap up, get it up out of the way. You can kind of see what I'm doing maybe. So just pop the cap off. Once the cap is out of our way, it's super simple. Reach in there with a 13/16. And you just kind of break it loose on the 2 strokes. We got a good angle on here, so you just pop it loose. Then usually once it's popped loose on this, all we do is we're just going to spin it out. We'll get it all the way out. That's one of the beauties of the 2-strokes. This bike probably needs it. I haven't changed it since we started doing the hard enduros. Yep, she's kind of gummy. So the BR70S, that's what we have. So we'll put a brand new one in it, and that's it. And that'll be, that's the wrap of the video. Again, if this was helpful, please subscribe and like our channel. We'd appreciate it. Thanks.